This is the 2KMC, and my juices are flowing because
traffic heading in and out of doubt. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Monday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Boston Celtics. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Sacramento Kings. And now the Lakers starting group. We've got D'Angelo Russell. Olynyk is out there with Aaron Baines. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Williamson in at the 3 spot. And for Minnesota, Doug McDermott is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Redick in at the 2-guard spot. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Outside, Russell. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Players are sure racking up a lot of miles, Clark. A lot of games, a lot of flights, a lot of late nights, early mornings. But in some ways, it must be easier these days than it was, say, 20 years ago when you were playing.
It's easier now than it was when I played. I mean, we had commercial flights and 6 a.m. flights. These guys now actually have charter services. Heck, I often think that the guys before me had it much worse than I did. So it's all relative. But clearly, it's hard, it's demanding, but they also have the very best of care in getting to and from the cities across the league.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Now here's Olynyk. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Philadelphia.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
Clock is at 3. Releases from 15, and he connects with the jumper.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Curry passes to Bjelica. Now McDermott. Pass to Redick. 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist from Redick.
And Kevin, that 3-ball of Curry deadly. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, at what angle, or how deep.
Now here's Ingram. Coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Offensive rebound. For 3, Olynyk. That one's no good. That makes them 1 for 2. The Timberwolves have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Here's Hood. A rebound by the Lakers. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
You know, his teammates calling him the slender man. Brandon Ingram, not much more than 200 lbs, but adding strength has been a focus.
Now here's McDermott. Curry, good.
Yeah, I'd like to see more passes like that from McDermott, especially when guys are open.
Ingram against Redick. Outside, Russell. Rebound by Bjelica.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Now the pass to Curry. Here's Bjelica. Here's Hood. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive.
For Los Angeles, they have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt early. Here's Curry. Rebound by Olynyk. Ingram up top. And it's all evened up. Ingram's got 5 now.
Brandon Ingram, a nice display of toughness from the young forward here, showing that he can score through just about anything.
Tie game in Minnesota. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Bielitsa is out there with McDermott. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then it's Curry. And it's Hood in at the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Timberwolves passing it around. Shoots. It doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. There's Russell with a three. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Boy, Russell loves to take and make these quick trigger shots. He plays with a nice rhythm and flow to his game.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. And a 2019 All-Star appearance for D'Angelo Russell. And that's first representative in half a decade.
Yeah, and it's been his most efficient season yet. Remember now, he only played a year at The Ohio State University, so a young player, but he's really taken his game up a notch, scoring and playmaking at a high rate. That validation of being an All-Star, terrific for Russell's confidence.
It's tipped, and they're able to recover. Basket good. Baines has got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Curry against Russell. From deep. Curry's shot is off. Lakers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Now here's Williamson. He's guarded closely. He gets it in there. 10 points for D'Angelo Russell.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Curry deciding where to go with it. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
It's Ingram on the wing. Covered by Hood. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Bielitsa passes it to Hood. He kicks it to McDermott. Curry from deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got 11 points.
But the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
And stolen by Bielitsa. 4-on-3 break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Man, the way Curry scores the ball, whether he's driving to the rack or dropping bombs, he is fun to watch.
The thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
Just 4 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Offensive rebound. Baines dishes to Olynyk. Back to Baines. Basket counts. He's got 8.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And here is Curry. Here's Redick. And he's on the money with his first shot today. Redick's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They never dug too deep a hole for the... And that should do it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Aaron Baines. Russell is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Williamson in at the 3 side. Timberwolves trail by 6. Passes to Redick. Back to Curry. The mid-range jump shot, you've talked about this a lot, is still valuable if you can hit it with consistency.
Yeah, and if it's a quality shot, Kevin, I think you should shoot it. Move the defense, move the ball to get a quality shot, and I think one of the very best at knocking down the mid-range jump shot, Kevin Durant clearly. But how about Chris Middleton? Elite mid-range jump shooter, and DeMar DeRozan as well has a strong mid-range game too.
Bielitsa passes to Hood. And here's McDermott. Outside Curry. Pass to Redick. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
J.J. Redick is a killer as a shooter. Textbook form, especially effective from the mid-range area.
Ingram passes to Russell. All sorts of time. Minnesota with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
The drive by Redick. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
And Baines kicks to Russell. No good. Shot missing. 18 that time from Hood. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And I'll tell you who I feel for. The Wolves fans. One playoff appearance in the last 15 years.
Yeah, and you know, they've had some exciting talent in Minnesota, guys, but they've done very little winning with that talent. I think the good news, though, when you want to spin it positively, they still have that talent, and a lot of the talent is young.
Bielitsa passes to Redick. Now here's McDermott. Outside Curry. Pass to Hood. Fires from deep. Good on the three-point shot. Hood's got 7 points.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Ingram against Redick. Outside Russell for the 3. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Bielitsa passes to Redick. And here's McDermott. He's covered by Ingram. There's the pass to Hood. Here's the 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hood. Los Angeles leading by 4. Russell passes to Olynyk. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And Russell gets it to go on the assist from Olynyk. 18 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Curry against Russell. stolen by Russell. 4 seconds left, and it's good on the way in. And now a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
And, you know, once Russell catches fire now, let him eat. I mean, he's got the ability to take over games with his scoring.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Lakers ahead as they dominate the last minutes of the quarter on an 8-0 run. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Minnesota shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. J.J. Redick is out there with Steph Curry. Then it's Nemanja Bjelica. Then it's McDermott. And it's Hood in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Passes it to Baines. Lakers passing it around. And Russell gets it to go.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Redick passes to Bjelica, kicks it to McDermott. Clock at 6. Hood for 3, and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Lakers. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Redick for 3, and it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Ingram, and another basket for the Lakers.
No stopping Ingram when he's in rhythm, especially when he gets a pass in the spot he loves pulling the trigger from.
Hood on the wing. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
And, you know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Russell looking it over. Lays it up off the glass. Russell's got 14 points here in the second half. Mark, we're seeing more and more young coaches in the NBA. You think this is a trend? Is it completely circumstantial? What's your view on that?
Well, I think you've got more younger coaches that are capable and able to coach. And the league is quite young, too. I think it's a current trend. But we've seen that before in decades past when it seems the wave of coaches are younger. I think it's more or less kind of the cycle of life that we see across a lot of different industries.
Charity stripe shot, and again it's the Lakers.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Lakers.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for D'Angelo Russell.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
The shot, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Hood laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Worked that one inside nicely.
And here is Los Angeles now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Now Ingram. Pass to Baines. Back to Ingram. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. Russell against Curry. Russell with it. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled.
Snap